Welcome back to another episode of What's Up with Upchurch. Jessica Upchurch from HomeTown Ticketing shares some great ideas for us. We'll be visiting with Jessica, but first let's hear from our podcast sponsors. Violet Defense is dedicated to protecting our world from germs by bringing the power of UV disinfection to everyday spaces. Their patented technology enables them to harness the power of the sun to incorporate ultraviolet light into products and environments like never before. Whether you're ready to implement existing products, or if you'd like to explore researching and developing a custom deployment of their technology for your school, Violet Defense has the solutions and experience you need. Thanks again to Violet Defense for sponsoring the Educational AD podcast, and go to their website at www.violetdefense.com. We also want to thank Sideline Interactive. I've told you before that we actually have a Sideline Interactive video scoring table in our gym, and it is really a cool device. You really need to check them out. You know, it's becoming harder and harder to fund an athletic department these days, but Sideline Interactive's indoor scoring tables and video boards can generate $10,000 or more every year while creating excitement in the gym and the ultimate game day experience for your student athletes. Go to sidelineinteractive.com or call 832-786-0302 to schedule a live web demo to see their tables and boards in action and see what these fantastic products can do for you. You can also email them at sales@sidelineinteractive.com. That's sales@sidelineinteractive.com. We also want to thank Wall of Fame by Vital Signs. Wall of Fame has a mission to bring your school's legacy to life. They provide a variety of interactive touchscreen options and an extensive library of templates to make it easier than ever to recognize the athletic achievements of your students, both past and present. For ideas on how to showcase your school's diverse history and your proudest moments, visit www.vitalsignswalloffame.com. Or to learn more and get started with your own digital Wall of Fame tribute, call them at 614-981-3589 or email them at sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. That's sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. We also want to thank Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack for sponsoring the Athletic Director's Toolbox segment of the podcast. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack are a quick, easy, and affordable way to collect comprehensive data that allows you to evaluate and improve your athletic program. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack also allows you to give the 95% of the players and parents who really love your program a voice and help demonstrate the importance that your positive athletic experience has for them. Go to athleticsurveys.com and check out their testimonials, and then call them at 1-800-738-6466, or you can email them at info@athleticsurveys.com to get started. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. Let them help you take your athletic program from good to great. We also want to thank our good friends at Varsity Brands, including Herff Jones, Varsity Spirit, and BSN, along with HomeTown Ticketing, simple and easy online ticketing, for their support of the Educational AD podcast. And now let's spend a couple of minutes with Jessica Upchurch, Certified Athletic Administrator and HomeTown Ticketing Pro, to find out what's going on in What's Up with Upchurch. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of What's Up with Upchurch. We are visiting with Jessica Upchurch, Certified Athletic Administrator, longtime Florida AD, and now a member of the HomeTown Ticketing team. You know, we're trying to turn these into weekly get-togethers, but Jessica, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, Jake, again, thank you so much for having me. It's always nice to be on and sharing a little bit of information. Today, we're going to go through purchasing through the HomeTown fan app and your school's website. When schools use HomeTown ticketing, their fans have two fast and convenient ways to purchase digital ticketing ahead of time. through the HomeTown Fan app and directly through your school's website. Last time I was on, we talked about purchasing directly on the school's website, where the software is directly embedded on the site and fans don't have to leave your site to buy tickets for your events. And we talked a little bit about why that is best practice for when you implement digital ticketing. The second way is the HomeTown Fan app. The HomeTown Fan app makes it easy to access tickets ahead of time by conveniently purchasing and storing your tickets in your smartphone. The Fan app is available to download in both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And I will share my screen really quickly. And for those of you listening, it's really just brief description on what the app looks like and directions to how to do that. So yeah, once downloaded, fans simply open the app and search for their school. Then they select the event they want to purchase for tickets. The event details will display and the fans will see a buy tickets button that will lead them through an easy checkout process. Tickets are then stored within the Fan app, making it easy for you to find your tickets and when you need to scan at the gate. The Fan app will also allow users to share with other members of their family and friends, and fans can favorite their home school, other schools, or other organizations or events that they go to most often. So yeah, who doesn't like a good app? I have about a dozen on my phone. So it's just an easy, fast way for your fans to gain access to your events.
Very cool. Before we take a break, I'm going to, put you on the spot here. You work with a lot of ADs here in Florida, and I know you do other states as well. As I look at it as an old retired AD, I mean, it looks very simple, and I've heard some real good things from people who use HomeTown. What are some of the hiccups that have been reported back to you, maybe a new AD, a new school, still learning the ropes, what's maybe a hiccup that you've experienced with them that you can give our listeners kind of a heads up on so they don't have to experience that?
Yeah, honestly, Jake, I would say, to be completely honest, and having been in the seat, is really probably just getting the word out to your stakeholders and the people in the community. So as much as you can communicate, I think that would serve you the best when implementing this.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And again, I've heard nothing but good things from, the many ADs that I know, and I know a lot, that they really love the program.
Yeah.
We're visiting with Jessica Upchurch from HomeTown Ticketing. We're going to be back with some more best practices, but first let's take a quick break and hear from our podcast sponsors. We want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack for sponsoring the Athletic Director's Toolbox segment of our podcast. Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack are a quick, easy, and affordable way to collect comprehensive data that allows you to evaluate and improve your athletic program. Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack also gives the 95% of the players and the parents who really love your program a voice and helps demonstrate the importance that a positive athletic experience has for them. Go to athleticsurveys.com and check out their testimonials, and then give them a call at 1-800-738-6466, or you can email them at info@athleticsurveys.com to get started. Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. Let them help you take your athletic program from good to great. We also want to thank Sideline Interactive for their support. It's becoming harder and harder to fund an athletic department these days, but Sideline Interactive's indoor scoring tables and video boards can generate $10,000 or more every year while creating excitement in your gym and the ultimate game day experience for your student athletes. Go to sidelineinteractive.com or call 832-786-0302 to schedule a live web demo to see their tables and boards in action and see what these fantastic products can do for you. You can also email them at sales at sidelineinteractive.com. That's sales at sidelineinteractive.com. You won't be disappointed. Welcome back, everyone. We're visiting with Jessica Upchurch from HomeTown Ticketing. Jessica, I think, I'm beginning to understand a lot more what HomeTown Ticketing can do as far as the platform, but how about the support? Again, I just look at myself as that old AD that doesn't understand what's going on. What kind of customer support is there for athletic directors that become HomeTown participants?
Yeah, thanks, Jake. So HomeTown's team and support, we talked a little bit about this last time on our podcast, but I want to emphasize that serving and supporting schools is what sets us apart from other digital ticketing companies. The HomeTown team has over 200 employees nationwide, making us the largest digital ticketing provider in the K through 12 and college space, with offices in Columbus and Cleveland, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, Texas, Scottsdale, Arizona, as well as remote employees like myself in Florida. So HomeTown is committed to having a team that is both national in scale and local to every region in the country. And again, I will share my screen. Those of you listening, it's just a brief overview of that support that you'll see. So sharing now. So our support team, who works extended hours to accommodate schools and their fans when they need us the most, before, during, and after events. Schools can rely on our support team to walk them through issues if they arise, to sort through any technical questions, and ensure that they're able to run events smoothly. Our support team's availability is structured to serve those who are organizing events and fans who have questions about tickets from the start of the day on the East Coast to the end of the day on the West Coast. The team can be reached via phone, email, online chat, Monday through Saturday, from 8 a.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Pacific time. Our support team always answers questions directly from the fans about tickets or purchasing process. Fan support is an added benefit of working with the HomeTown team and allows you to feel confident that the event attendees will be taken care of at every turn, and the digital ticketing is possible to be implemented at your school. HomeTown support website is support.hometownticketing.com, and also home to frequently asked questions for both schools and fans. These lists can provide answers to common ticketing questions in an instant and offer first line of support that comes up on game day. So yeah, as you can see, there's a map shown. We are nationwide, serving all time zones. So next, I want to talk about our partners, which is super exciting. We intentionally team up with companies that are leading in the industry and are doing great things in the world of athletics. Just recently, we announced one of our newest partnerships with Huddle, and I know a lot of the listeners are very familiar with Huddle, and you can benefit by this partnership by, if you're a customer with HomeTown Ticketing and Huddle, we are offering $1,000 to schools when they reach their first 1,000 tickets sold. So super exciting. Definitely take advantage of that. And on the screen, for those of you listening, we partner with all kinds of companies that you are familiar with: DNN, Our School Today, BSN, Bluefin, Arbiter Sports, just to name a few, and then along with our association affiliations and things like that. So I am putting up my contact information. Jake has this as well. You can reach out to me at jessica.upchurch@hometownticketing.com. We can have a very candid conversation about digital ticketing. Like I said, I've sat in the seat. I know what you're going through. So even if you just want to have a conversation about implementation, I am here for you to do that.
Well, I love that graphic that you shared that showed the country, the national impact, but then also your support line that is open 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time. I mean, if you're running a cross country race first thing in the morning and there's something wrong, you can call somebody at HomeTown to help out. If you've got that playoff basketball game at 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, there's somebody there that you can call. Great stuff. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it doesn't have to fall on the athletic director. We are here to support you. And you don't have to worry about whether, anything is going on with your digital ticketing. So we are like your assistant athletic directors in digital ticketing.
Okay. Jess, I know you showed your slide with all your contact information, but one more time, go ahead and give out the email to that knucklehead that wasn't writing it down.
So my email is jessica.upchurch@hometownticketing.com. It's a long one, but pretty easy.
Okay. Definitely worth your time to reach out and pick her brain, not just about hometown ticketing, but about athletics in general. As I mentioned, Jessica is a longtime athletic director here in Florida, and she definitely knows her stuff. Jessica Upchurch, Hometown Ticketing, thanks so much for being on the podcast today.
Thank you, Jake. Hopefully for the few next podcasts, we'll share more information on reserve seating, seat maps, passcodes, point of sale, if that's something you want to do, selling tickets at the gate. So stay tuned for more.
Absolutely. For our listeners, remember the Zoom recordings of these interviews are being uploaded to the Educational AD Podcast YouTube channel. We appreciate you listening today. Come back again next time for another episode of What's Up with Upchurch and our regular interviews on the Educational AD Podcast. Thanks again. We also want to thank Vital Signs for sponsoring the Educational AD Podcast. Wall of Fame by Vital Signs has a mission to bring your school's legacy to life. They provide a variety of interactive touchscreen options and an extensive library of templates to make it easier than ever to recognize the athletic achievements of your students, both past and present. For ideas on how to showcase your school's diverse history and your proudest moments, visit www.vitalsignswalloffame.com, or to learn more and get started with your own digital Wall of Fame tribute, call them at 614-981-3589 or email them at sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. That's sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. You won't be disappointed.